explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The open man is Chark. It's complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
1st down, Tennessee.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Clark in on the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
To Julio Jones.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 2-yard
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Tennessee.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Packers nothing. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield. Across the 45.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. Right? But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 10.
They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Taking it. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes. Left side.
Baby.
Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Mason Crosby.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Up 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 48 mark, 48 mark. Back north.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Henry. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 2, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Hardman on the return. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, let's get there. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. So don't say nothing. 48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 30. 48. Hey, we got Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Hey.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On first down, Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play. This is Henry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Third down.
first half. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On first down, Rodgers taking a deep shot. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Julio Jones. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Titans 28, Packers 27.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
48
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
26. 31's the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 31's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Slant to Adams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Rodgers to throw once more. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And it's third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
3 yards. It's now fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Titans first down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to Chase.
Chase Claypool hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied.
33. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And 12 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
49-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Second and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Turnover on downs.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
Julio Jones all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Good. Makes the score Titans 41, Packers 33. Josh Lambeau is set.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 29, Rodgers looking for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to Tavon
Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Box it. 31's the mic. Too little. 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Derrick Henry. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
3 down. 31's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
31's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 15. Check 15. Out, 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 out. Circle over here. Inside.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check 26. 48 month. 48 month. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 48. 48 for Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
1st down, Titans.
And the busy night for Henry continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll run it again with Henry.
At the 41-yard line. Tonight's final score, Titans 48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they'll get another road.